Okay, I think I'm on. Hi, Shankar. Guys, can you hear me? And let me know if you can see my screen. I'm just setting it up after almost 2 months. So, that time. And let me also. Is also there. Okay, good. It's been a long time, almost 2 months. Hi, Srini. When I've done any live sessions, I'm just trying to recoup my account after some big blunders. Almost there. Still not 100%, but almost there. So let's look at. Let me just check on my Telegram if everybody is able to join. Then I'll start. Hey guys, on I am live. Join YouTube. Hi Jeremy. Hi Meher. Good evening. All right, so let's start. So let's do some scans first. So let's look at the scans. Let's look at the inside day. And tomorrow is going to be a very big economic event, which will be the consumer sentiment. So market will take a cognizance of that. Like before even jumping into the scans, I just want to show you one thing on the chart for ES. Uh, like you see this is a volume weighted MACD. Look right here in the last 2 weeks, it is so grinded. It's very hard to figure out which direction it is going to move. The DMIs have turned neutral for a day. So if again, let me just, where are the tools for Zoom? 1 second, let me custom tools. Let me get those tools here. So for annotation, you see, since this point, since 11.6, this 12 EMA has held, and held. Two chances where it had almost come close was right here in the first and second week of January. After that, nothing. But look at this. This volume weighted MACD is going down, down, and down. Now, this is not a confident sign because we have seen the market in a very, very great one directional move. So we have to be very careful. 5250, which is a 12 EMA. 5252. And again, tomorrow is 26. So remember 5252, which is 12 EMA. If we lose this number, 5252, we will see aggressive downside. Aggressive meaning 100 point in a day. We have already seen two PPIs, two CPIs going higher. the probability of or the forecast of rate cuts, which have always been vocal that we may see one or two, has cut down from 6 rate cuts to now to last time it was said that Fed is going to still manage 3, but I have serious doubts on that. We may not even have a cut if the consumer confidence tomorrow comes out to be strong. It means that the Fed probability of reducing or pushing inflation is not being addressed. Higher confidence means people still have money and they are spending very easily. If they're spending easily, it means inflation will return because it's not only the supply, the demand has to be curbed as well. So demand needs to be curbed down, only then inflation will come back. Right now, the bigger percentage inflation has come down because of the liquidity issues in the market, but the higher salaries are still there, the jobs are still there, which is pushing the demand piece of it. So remember, higher confident consumer price looks good on the index, but it actually is not. So if we lose 5252, be ready to short. Ready to short all the banks which have moved, ready to short IWM, and ready to short stocks which have not shown strength. Okay, so keep this in mind before. Hi Jeremy, hi Madhu, hi Manoj, hi Money versus Money, hi Tom, hi Vivek, hi Sketchmaster, hi Jason, hi Siddesh, Sat Shri Akal Gursangeet. Good to have you guys, like 41 people. It's not a bad number. It's good to have people on my live sessions. Again, uh, I can only help once I address my issues first, right? So I was trying to fix my trades. Now I've reduced my trades to 1 or 2, maybe 3 at most. And I'm trying to small and steadily going back to where I was. All right, so let's do some scans. And this was a sheet which I kind of prepared. Everybody can do this. It's not a hunky-dory science. I just wanted to show you how to do it. You can simply go here onto your default watch list, click on export to Excel. Once you do that, it will ask you to copy and paste it. And you will have your live data into the Excel sheets. Like all these are using a communication field, real-time communication, and it picks up from the toss bid column and the data is right there. So this, if you see, it's getting updated real time. If you want to set up some formulas based on this, you can. And the volume is real time. Uh, every data, like all this is pure real time. Because I've had like sometimes what happens is it's difficult to keep a track on the watch list. So I created this so that I can easily watch what is happening. Plus, I can leave my charts open without worrying about the watch list. So you can easily create this sheet just do an export on your watch list. Simple export to Excel. Control C, Control V on Excel sheet. That's it. There's no hunky-dory science behind this. It's a real-time communication which is happening. So it will pick up everything which you want and will show here. Now you can change the color coding, you can change the schemes, whatever you want, and that should be easy. All right, so let's see this. And you can see the numbers right here, they're getting updated live. Even the Bitcoin is getting updated live. So it's easier, you can use this. And if you want to have some formulas, you want to capture some like data for 12 EMAs, 13 EMAs, and calculate here, you can create that backlog and not backlog, like a database and then manage it end of the day. So let me go. Again, I'm not going to do a sheet tonight because sheet is going to take some effort. I'm just going to see some scans and some of the tickers. Adobe Snow MDB. Adobe, I posted about Adobe. So let's discuss about Adobe first. Let me just remove. And if you have any ticker in your mind, if you want to come and discuss something, I can share the Zoom link and you can join. Madhu, you can go into my Twitter and you can find those custom column codes. So I talked about Adobe short into the earnings from 570s to 540s, and it almost hit 484, and now it's trying to bounce. So what it tells us, like if you see a long-term picture, it has lost the long-term regression channel, which it was holding almost for 8 months or so. No, almost for 2 years. It was holding this regression channel and came down. But if you see from a very big long-term perspective, right, this is something getting ready. It's like a shoulder one is the head, shoulder two. Now, this will get confirmation once we cross 600, not right now, but it is coming to an area where I think Adobe has probability of bouncing back. Now, probability is we have an inside day, and for the last, I would say, a week or so since the earnings, it has managed to close above 495. Today low was around 496, and it's an inside day. If we can clear 511, 512, I think we are heading towards 526. A back test, and a back test will decide uh, whether we have the steam ahead or not. So keep an eye on Adobe 526. If we hold, like if any one of you wants to make a notes and then give it to me, I can post it on Twitter. Like simple liners that for Adobe, I would be like grateful because I'm like kind of lazy going into the sheet and do all that stuff right now because I need to be in the groove to do all that stuff. So anyone who can help me here, I'll appreciate it. Just make some notes and we can post that on Twitter. So Adobe is inside day. If it crosses 511, look for 526. Then Snow again was one of the stocks which we recommended to short, and it went down like a bazooka, not because of the earnings, because of the CEO and their bad guidance. Now it tried to test 61.8 Fibonacci one time and then went down. Now what is happening is that it is right now making a rounding bottom. If, again, I'm saying big if, this is 28.6, 3.6 Fibonacci. If we can clear 162 to 164 area on the closing basis, it attempted once. If it does, it opens up for 181. If we get stuck here around 162, we have leg towards 142. I think 142 is a place where if you have to buy, so that will be a really good cheap price. It's like biking a Nike Air Max maybe at $20. So 142 is a good place, but if you're a day trader, look out for 160 cross. Hi, Rena. So let's look at anything else from the scan. IWM, MDB, I do not prefer. IWM is trying to hold well. So tomorrow numbers are going to be really, really good. IWM is trying to hold this line beautifully, 12 EMA. It has, like, if you see, it's a good inverted head and shoulders setup. Or if you want to do some small, it's making a W. Or if you want to do further one, it is setting up for an inverted head and shoulders. So it is looking good, but tomorrow, because this depends on the economic data a lot, so we should be careful for tomorrow. If we hold 204.60, we should be looking towards, like, my goal for IWM is 233. I really, really want to hit this target because we have struggled here. Last time we had a good rectangle channel when it broke down. This time also we have a good rectangle channel. I assume, like, this time it broke out once and then gave back. It broke out once, but the numbers were not so significant. So I think this rectangle breakout may happen soon and it takes it higher. So I recommend keep an eye on 204 and see if it goes well. Thank you, Saurabh. Let's go and look at a couple of other indexes. Let's say NQ. Let's look at NQ. NQ is stuck right at 261 Fibonacci. Again, that is similar to ES exactly. It's holding on to the 12 EMA and it's backtesting the 12 EMA. So until and unless we lose 18,425, like 5252 in ES, this is the number you need to know. 18,425 is on NQ. If these two numbers are held, we'll start the next leg higher. If they broke, get ready for some aggressive selling. There may be a possibility of fake breakdowns. We have some what you call inflationary data coming over the Friday, which has a holiday in the exchanges. So we may not see that move, but tomorrow consumer confidence will definitely give us. Look at this consolidation in a very tight range. This is never good. Like, we are going up and this is not going anywhere, which is kind of a divergence. Like, when we are moving up, the MACD, it's volume weight. It means that the strength is building and we just go on and on up. But when we start to go down like here, it follows it. Right now, it's not going anywhere. It's not negative. It's in a horizontal line for quite some time now. So if we break 18,425, it's bad. If we can clear today's high, like 18,600, we should be looking for 714. And if we do that, it opens up that 20,000 mark. That will happen with the earnings. So again, 261 to 423, it should happen in a straight line, like no retracements. Apple, last time when I said Apple is done at 193, it is now around 160, 170s. It had a gap to fill last time. Like, right now, we have broken the channel. It's trying its hard to break above the 34 EMA. It attempted multiple times, failed. Right now, it's like the last area is 167, 168, where it had the gap. It is trying to hold that. If it does, we may see some. The only thing is, it's making like a small dodges at the bottom, and the strength is getting better. So if we have a green tomorrow, Apple needs to cross 173. If it does, it may go back to 177, 178. So Apple needs to hold 167, 168. Like today's low should not be broken. AMD. And also let's look at the Apple flow. Uh, this is the flow. Like I don't know what this person is going to make, because this person bought uh 2000 lots, 170, 1.55, spot price 185 strike. It's a calendar spread for the put, and the difference is almost like $5. So maybe he wants to sell and get out of and make money, or he wants to hedge, assuming that yes, the 328 goes higher. So this shows that there is some plus move coming in Apple, and 185 puts are being sold. Only one, not so significant. Let me only filter multi-legs. These are all like 240, 215. These are iron condors. No, these are this is somewhat of a strategy trade, because they are 4 timestamps, and roughly in a like trade 321. This is a butterfly for sure. Again a butterfly, a broken butterfly. So you see all these puts are being sold. Puts are being sold. If you see 195 started from 23, 23.5, 23.42. It's the same. So Apple flow is like mostly for far selling the puts. So they somehow believe that yes, 167, 170 is a good area. If we lose that, then it could be really, really bad. AMD, AMD has been a disaster since it's hit like 227. Again, it's 161.6 Fibonacci, hit that, boom, down. And it has a habit. It's not like it has done this only once. It always does it. Even in the past, it went high and then boom, come 1/3 of it. Right now, it's making a very, very nasty moves, almost like 20-25% down from the high, uh, almost like hit 170. So if it crosses 179.25 and hold it, right now it is below. But if you see this number 179.25, which is the Fibonacci, if it holds it, possibility of a bounce towards 146. Unless we clear 186, I don't see a positive momentum in AMD. In between, if it comes to 174, it's a buy. 179 is a better buy. 186 is a solid buy above. Short below 174. Amazon. Amazon is like for the very first time in a long, long time has able to close above 179. Like it has attempted multiple times to close above 179.50, 179.70, but has not. One thing which I saw about Amazon was some of the 167 calls which were coming for 167. Yeah. Look at these calls. They are coming during the day, and they were like good calls. 12.90, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. And now it's like the price has gone up. Even if you see this was 167, 13, and 179, 70, or like almost 180. This price is only 10 cents lower. So it's kind of holding this price, and it's A's, B's, and C's. So tomorrow I am assuming that we will have a good open interest, 5,170. And I'm not going to be like surprised if Amazon breaks out. Today it started to break out, but it failed. But if you see 180, not this one, 180 calls for this week, 180 puts. 180 puts for this week, they are being sold. So it's assumed that yes, it is going to go down. The IV is going down. The price is going down. So I'm assuming that yes, uh, this week we should have Amazon breaking out of its tough zone. My target for Amazon is 192, which will be an all-time high for Amazon, but it's getting ready. You see this gray block I created yesterday on my charts, and it's about to cross, and it has backtested 12 EMA today, so there's no need for any backtest. It just needs to break out. And if I go back to the 5-year area, 188 was the previous high. So let me just extend this. 188 is an area where you will find some good move. That's about $10 going into 188. Probably next week, but this 188 is coming. 188, 193. My target is like 215, 220 into the next earnings. BA had a news, but as like a positive news is a negative news for BA. It was sold from the top, and it's kind of doing a back test of the regression channel, because the regression channel has broken down really, really bad. It went parabolic, it came down to the same thing, kind of making a double bottom right there. So if it have a weekly close above 195, I think it has the next leg up right here. So this is W in making. It needs to hold 180. It needs to cross 195. Then I can pick up Meta. Meta is consolidating as usual. Every time it goes far away, it's time to come and back test the 12 EMA. The day it tested the 12 EMA, it's good for it to like it's a very good entry at 495, 496 for Meta. If you can get that, that's excellent. If you do a back test at 499 of 12 EMA, I think that could be a starter entry. Maybe like 25-50% of your number of lots, and the rest at 496, keeping 492 as your stop loss. This should not fail. So Meta looks good to me. 499 is a good area. Google is started. Google got rejected last time at 153. I think it recouped all that momentum, and now it's railing. Should go higher from here. Needs to hold above 149 and should see 153. Google should be very clear. There was one MU. I also recommended in the earnings that my target is around 130. So MU is getting ready for 130. Today it was aggressive move up. Uh, so 110, 112 is a really good stop loss for MU. I'm gonna cancel. So 110 is going like it struggled at 110 for 2 days. And the moment it found the base, it just got bamboozled to the top. So I would say 114, 115. If you get an opportunity, go for it. It's like any good company, which is cheap, it will run. So any time you see a dip on AMU, buy it. I am sure it will be around 140 to 150 by the end of this quarter, meaning the coming quarter, the June quarter. MU. Microsoft, I expected it to run today, but it did not. So we exited our position on cost. But I think it needs to clear 427. If it does, it's opening up for another leg towards 465. It's holding well. Momentum is solid. Everything is solid on Microsoft. Needs to hold 420. So it's a choice. You want to buy with the stop loss of 420 or you want to buy above 427. Netflix. Netflix is slowly and steadily going up and up and up. But I think Netflix has uh, done a lot. A little careful on Netflix because all of a sudden it can give up. It has gone up, but with negative momentum. So I'm a little careful on Netflix. 617, if it loses, I'm gonna short. Right now, Netflix has not seen same structure uh, since the November, October of last year. It has not seen close below 34 EMA. So possibility of downside is there. Upside is around 634, 637. So 634, 637. It's almost there. So top side is not much, but downside is big open. So I'll be a little careful on Netflix. Everyone's hot favorite, Nvidia. Nvidia again back to back had a close above 948. It's still open for like my levels have gone finished. So I need to make some new levels on Nvidia now. So let me just create some new levels. Let me cancel the regression channel. And let me also cancel. Okay. So let's start from 470 on the regression channel. Let's make some extensions. So we have 960 as a resistance, which we saw today. 38. If we can have a weekly close above 960, we should be looking for 1035 on Nvidia. Downside 948 should be your stop loss if you're looking for 960. PDD from Saurabh. PDD has failed even after those excellent numbers. I don't know what has caused that, but it needs to hold 120 share. If it does, it's good. So if it holds 120 right now, it's not. So I will look out for any dip towards 116, and that's my stop loss. If it loses 116, I'll not be trading PDD. Any other ticker, guys, if you want, I can cover. Tesla is a shit thing, so no point. SMCI, SMCI is like 968 was my area. It went up and then boom. So I need to draw again some new Fibonacci's for this, starting from right here, goes right up. So 975 is a good area. Right now we are and resistance at 165. We saw that if we clear 165, 1150, and then target is around 1435. So if NVIDIA is going to go up, so will SMCI. So excellent area is 1008 if you want to add SMCI. Like today we started at 1010, we just exited at about 20, 30 point move. We should have held and we could have made 3000 on this. Baba is done, it's not moving. ARM, I have not charted this. ARM is a bull flag by like looking at the chart itself. It's a clear bull flag. It's a shooting star at the top, which is, or a hammer at the top, which I don't like. But it's, again, if markets want to slide down, this may come down to 130s. So 130s is the good area to add ARM. That's about it. There is no levels as such. Let me just see. Either it needs to cross 142 on the closing basis or come down to 132. 142 closes, 158 will be the number. Marvel. Marvel is like it came down all the way from 85 to 65, like 30% down. I'm not gonna touch it. It like if market is weak, these stocks will go down more. So I'm gonna avoid Marvel. Intel is around an area where you can actually buy Intel around 40, 41. This was the breakout zone. Back test is good. If it loses 40 on the closing basis, exit. The stop loss is small. Keep an eye on this. RCL. Kind of a hammer at the top. I don't like this. I like it better around 131, not here. Yes, it's a breakout, but it's better if we can do a back test and enter at the back test. If you will buy here, you will be in the middle of a breakout and a back test soon. So avoid this. And today I also saw the pins and GE. GE puts were coming, like look at these 170 puts. And these were aggressive puts. I don't know what's gonna happen, but these are some really good puts. And the prices, like even if it was 173.90, the price kept on going higher. For 20 cents, the price of the option also went like 25 cents. So this means aggressive puts were added on GE. and it is like at all-time highs. So keep an eye on GE. There may be something coming on GE. There was pins, uh, aggressive buying on 35 calls for next week. I don't know why, but at 35, the price was 80 cents, and 35.20, which is like 20 cents. The price of the option also moved 20 cents. I mentioned that, yes, there were some good flows on pins, and 35.50 puts were also sold. So I don't know what's going to happen, but something is coming for pins. Dash, I can check. VRT, I cannot. Dash is looking good. Since the earnings, they have moved and held really good. Uh, Target is around 149, but again, with the consumer confidence, these kind of companies will have an impact. So keep an eye if it comes to 133 and hold a good entry, not here. All right, guys, thank you for joining tonight. Let me see if I can try to be regular and share my thoughts on the market. But again, whatever I've shared with you all, you have been with me for quite a long time. You should understand the logics, the tickers, and everything. So make your charts. I'm still active on my Telegram channel. Post me the charts and I will look at them. So last two, I got ABG and Nike. Nike, like, I don't know why we are stuck with the companies which are not moving. So Nike is not moving, ignore it. Then AVGO. I think AVGO is getting ready for a move. AVGO is getting tighter and tighter. 1330, 1335 is a good area for it to hold. Target is 1414 and then 1700. And this target will come 1729 on AVGO. So keep an eye on this. 1300 is a very good area to add. Not right here. 1328, you can do a starter position. 1300 is a good area. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining in tonight. Have a great day tomorrow. And remember, 26 is tomorrow's date. 5252 is ES. Not a good combination, but it is what it is. Take care, guys. Bye bye.